Well, at last, as you can see, the summer has arrived, but much more importantly, so has Axopar's T-Top 24. Well, true to Scandinavian form, functionality, practicality and good sporting looks are all worked in very well together. They don't leave a single square inch unused. All the seats, of course, have got flip-up bolsters, which is pretty important because, in all honesty, when you're berthing this boat you want to stand, and more importantly, unless you're about 7 foot tall, you want to sit on this bolster when you're driving it. If you're cruising along to 20 knots on a casual day, that's fine. But in all honesty, if you're going to drive this boat the way most people want to drive a boat like this, you want the bolster up so you can get a better line of sight over the bow. Throttle falls perfectly to hand. Your elbow sits on this nice padded piece here. Wheel comes perfectly to hand. Centrally located Chartplotter, primary engine displayed. Lots of nice little stainless steel waterproof switches here. Now, this boat is certainly designed to be used in earnest, and if you take a greenie over the windscreen, all of this is nice and neat, clinically sealed and waterproof, as a good open sports boat should be. I call this boat a pocket cruiser because even though it's truly a hardcore powerboat, you can stay the night as well as soaking up to sea miles, so you can get somewhere, stay the night, and if you've got a day like today, al fresco dining up in the bow. This boat does not waste an inch of space. If you look down here on the starboard quarter, perfect lock of fenders, warps. Across the transom is virtually a full beam locker into which you can put boat hooks, fenders, lines, what have you, just where you need them. And of course, on the port quarter, there's a matching locker to the starboard quarter locker. But anyway, less of this practical talk about the ins and outs of this boat. Let's get out in the water and do what we came to do. New 24 footer, the Axopar 24, powered by a Mercury Verano 200 horsepower, perfectly suited to this boat. Great day out for it. One thing I will say about this boat, the seating position's a bit on the low side. So really, unless you're just sitting there for a relaxed cruise, you want to have the seat bolstered up. Now, certainly not down, unless you're 7 foot tall, which I'm not. What this boat is really good at is bringing out the devil in you, because it cuts the most incredibly tight turns, as I will demonstrate shortly. There we go for our own shot, yeah! Off she goes. Straight out like a champagne cork out the bottle. Yeah, now we're hitting 30 knots. She's just getting into her stride. Yeah, 32 knots, yeah. Time to trim the leg up a bit. Squeeze out those last 8 few knots. Doesn't need much leg trim, which is good, the way I like it. And she's incredibly sure-footed at full speed turns, as I'm about to demonstrate. Right, legs trimmed out a few degrees. She's not losing the back end. Straight back on the other jack, no problem. Just what the doctor ordered for a good day out like today. We're now running at 28 knots, which is about the boat's sweet spot, I'd say. About 4,600 RPM. She's holding the speed nice and steady, perfect, very comfortable. This is all the speed you could maintain all day unless things were really cheeky, in which case you might go back down to 20 knots. But this hull is hugely capable, very deep feed, typically Scandinavian built, so built like a brick outhouse. Now, you can't get a single creak or complaint out of it. Unless I suppose you're a total lunatic with a suicide streak and a 4.7. So yeah, from my point of view, I think it's a fantastic boat. Yeah.